Hey guys, it's Magic Maniac. Today I'm going to teach you a really cool prediction trick or ESP Sixth Sense trick, and of course it's not real Sixth Sense ESP stuff like that, but it's a trick that makes it seem like it. So let's get right into it. So here we are at the table of wonderfulness. So the first one is if you don't have a lot of space or you're doing it on the street, you'll do this with people's hands. So you have 3 decks. Well, actually first, of course, as with all tricks, you shuffle. So then, well, actually let's shuffle a little bit more, because doing that is kind of just doing one shuffle is kind of bad for a magic trick because it's not that good. So yeah, that's a really cool way to spread out cards, and we'll actually be talking about that later in the video. So let's cut. So the audience member can cut the deck as much as they want. They can do double cuts, and as long as you know where the top card is, and top card's there, you'll be fine. I believe this is the Queen of Spades, okay? Wait, look at it. Okay, very interesting. But I'm not sure about this still. Queen of Spades. Now I believe this will be the 3 of Hearts, okay? So let's actually drag these cards out. I believe this will be the 3 of Hearts. Oh, okay. So now I think that this will be the 8 of Spades, okay? Very interesting, okay? So, I'm going to put this at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wait. Yeah, bottom, right? Yeah. So put that at the bottom. And if you remember, the first card it asked you to pick out, what I said was the Queen of Spades. The next card I asked you to pick out was the 3 of Hearts. Well, it'd be this pile. And then the last card I picked out, because I'm used to doing another version of this trick, is the 8 of Spades. So these are 3 cards I got right, and you might be wondering how I did it, or you might be saying, of course, oh, I know how he did it. But for those people who just said, how did he do it, this is for you. And if you think you know how you did it, wait a little bit, and then you can skip to the other variation. But just keep on watching. You probably won't know how to do this. So when I do my shuffles, the one most important card I need to know is this top card. It's the 7 of Clubs, okay, for this case. And as I said in the performance or the demonstration, you have to know where that top card is, okay? So in this case, it's this pile. I know that. And then you can even go like that, and it spreads out even more, okay? But the top card is still there. But if you were to do this and then drop some cards on that would be bad, because you still would not. Then you would not know where this is, and it would be in the middle of a pile. So first thing you say is, whatever this top card is, say this is going to be here. So I know this is the 7 of Clubs, but I say I believe this will be the 7 of Clubs. So then you pick up this, and actually don't pick it up. What you'll do is you'll just sneak a look like this. So like I'm looking here, I just bend the card up. So if you're looking from my angle, you'd bend the card up. So what I do is I bend the card up, and I saw somebody do this. So I'll kneel down. They were like holding the card up to their face like this, and they're picking this card up and this card up. They were holding it, and that's really obvious that you're hiding something. So you don't want to do that. So this was the 5 of Diamonds, and by peeking it, you saw 5, saw 5 in diamonds, right? So now this next one you say is going to be the 5 of diamonds, okay? So you peek it again. This time it's the red joker, okay? And also you have to pull this 5 of diamonds back. I'll push these other, and then this joker, this you say is the 5 of diamonds, and this you say is the 7 of clubs, but this is 5 of diamonds, and the one you say is 5 of diamonds is the red joker. If you may be a little bit confused on the card names, just skip back, run through it one more time, and then you should be able to understand it. Now you have the red joker. Now here's a little bit of sleight of hand. You kind of have to cover it up and put that card on the bottom, and you kind of have to cover it up and then put it on the bottom, okay? Because then you'll see why. And then you will say that this card is going to be the red joker, but you know this is going to be the 7 of clubs. So you have to mess up the order of the cards, but know where all the cards are, and know that you have to put this on top. So then it looks like they were in order. So very simple trick. You just need one card, very impromptu. And again, you can use a table, or what you can do is you can have people hold out their hands and have their hands as the tables. Now have another person's hand as it. Actually, I would not have another person's hands as a table for you to put the cards on that you pick out, because they could feel any emotion you do. So what you do is, or also don't put it in your pocket, because then you could switch out cards and that's just bad. Never put cards in your pocket that are part of the trick, unless you're doing the cards pocket palming, just like, okay, do that. Unless you're doing that routine, then otherwise don't put cards in your pockets. And then even then people shouldn't know that you're putting cards in your pockets. So here's the next one. This one's a little bit easier to do, but you need more space for it. So I make up a storyline. So this is what I'm going to pretend to be you for a little bit, and this is the performance of it. Okay, so I'm giving the deck a couple of shuffles. Okay. Push yourself shuffled up. Okay. So now I'm going to do a dribble. Spread out the cards. I'll show you a bird's eye view. They're all completely spread out, as you can see. It's one giant heaping mess of cards, as you can see. So, just so you can see this. Okay, so just so you can see this, sorry, my thing just glitched out for a second, oh geez. Yeah, I'm getting these weird flashes on the camera. Okay, so just so you can see this, I have my cards here. Now, do you believe in ESP and Sixth Sense? Well, I hope you do. And if you don't, I'm going to prove to you that you're wrong. Okay? So, I'm going to look for... I'm going to look for the red joker, because I think we used that in the last trick. Let me see. I believe this card right here. Okay, so okay, let's just keep on going with this. So let's look for the 8 of spades. Okay, so circle. I think this card is. Ooh, okay. Now, finally, I'm going to look for the King of Diamonds, okay? So now I'm going to go just all the way over here, okay? Very interesting. Okay. So my frame isn't very big. Let's extend the frame. Okay. So, do you remember what 3 codes I asked you to pick out? So the first one was the red joker, because remember we used in the last trick, I said, yeah, let's just use this. Okay, now red joker. Next one, do you remember what that was? It was the 8 of spades. 8 of spades. And you can rewind if you want to hear the proof that I actually said this good. Last one was the king of diamonds. I was about to snap because I'm so used to snapping when doing magic tricks. The magic already happened. So of course there's no sixth sense. It's just just a trick, and it's essentially the same concept as the last one, but this is how you do it, okay? So this is easier to do if you can do a riffle shuffle, or really actually, now that I think about it, any type of shuffle will work, because you just need to know that bomb code. And what you do is you dribble and spread out all those codes, and try to hide that bomb code as best as you can. This, I would spread this out a little bit more. Make sure you know what that bomb code is, but they don't, because you know it, but you do not want them to pick it, okay? So in this case, you would have the audience pick the first 2, and then you pick the last one. Really, you can have the audience pick any number of codes, and then you would just pick the last one. That's the most important thing. You have to pick the last one. So, first code you ask them like the last time is that bomb card that you know. So I know where the king of diamonds is, so I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to find the king of diamonds. So, they go, they pick out a random code. It's this code, that's the 2 of clubs. It's the same thing, don't pick it up, just look at it like that, like just bend it up, and then leave it off to the side. Don't put a lot of focus on it. So just look at it, get a quick glance, know what the code is, and leave it over there. Now you know that next code is, and then you say to them, point to a code, and make sure that they just touch or point. Don't tell them not to take it out. No, don't tell them not to take it out, just tell them to touch or point. And then the next code you say is pick out the 2 of clubs, okay? They'll pick it out, do you look? It's really the queen of spades. And now this is the most important part. So usually you would put this on the top, but instead you gotta put this on the bottom. Yeah, gotta put this on the bottom. So, actually you don't really need to do that much, because bottom you'll just say I'm putting in the middle. So, next, the final code you do. So I know where the king of diamonds is, and I know that last code was the queen of spades. Why I say now let's see if I have the sixth sense. I'm going to find the queen of spades. So then you go pilfer until you find that very bottom code. Okay, so you find that very bottom code. Okay, and there's even one more. Okay, the king of diamonds. You get it, but you don't show it to them. You just look at it, make sure it's the king of diamonds, and sneak you on top. And it's the same rest of the trick. Okay, and queen of spades. So the storyline of this is: do you believe in ESP? Do you believe in having a sixth sense? So I'm going to, and then you say like, I'm going to prove you wrong, or let's test that theory out, something like that. And rewind to when I did my performance to see the storyline. Because magic, 25% of magic is, no, I don't want to say that. 50% magic is, actually, probably, yeah. 25% magic is preparation, 25% magic is technique and skill, and 50% is story and deception. So, that's some tips also. So, this is the Magic Maniac saying, see you next time. I always do thumbs.